Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Douglas Conservation Commission meeting for Monday, October 1st, 2018. It is 7:05 p.m. First agenda item is a public hearing, 41 Hemlock Street, James and Suzanne White.
How they doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good. Do you want this up here?
Sure,
Is that
yeah,
easier
you
for
can
you
pull
guys?
it on, yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
Here's the legal ad.
Thank you. Town of Douglas Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing for James and Suzanne White on October 1st, 2018 at 7 p.m. in the Municipal Center, 29 Depot Street, for work to be done pursuant to the Town of Douglas Wetland Bylaw and the Wetland Protection Act, Mass General Law 131, Section 40. The proposed work location will be done on 41 Hemlock Street and involves proposed construction of a single-family house, septic system, and well. Proposed construction activities are within the 100-foot buffer zone of bordering vegetated wetlands.
Okay, here's the green cards.
Thank you.
All but one.
Okay?
Okay, for the record, Margaret Bacon, engineer with Civil Site Engineering. And I'm here tonight requesting a order of conditions to construct a 3-bedroom house on Hemlock Street for James and Suzanne White. Just to get your bearings, here's Hemlock Street, and then there's a common driveway that was constructed about, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. There's 2 houses up at the end of it, and then a couple of vacant lots, and then this lot here, which is lot 1, which is right on the corner of Hemlock and the Common Drive. And so, as mentioned, the wetland resource areas, it doesn't show good here, but on this 100 scale, all the wetlands are in the back, and then we have, it's either Tinkerville Brook or Hemlock Brook.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them way back
They
here.
combined somewhere before or after Hemlock Street, yeah.
Yeah, so either way, we're outside, well outside the riverfront area. And then so all we have is all these wetlands here, and we're the bordering vegetated wetlands. And we're outside of, here's the 50-foot buffer zone, so we're outside of 50-foot. Here's the 100-foot buffer zone. The house is outside the 100-foot. The only thing within the 100-foot is actually just some grading here. Most everything, the brunt of the project right here is outside of the buffer zone. And I believe, now I pulled this up from the file. Now an ANRAD was done back in 2006, I think,
Was it?
for all those.
I don't know if the ANRAD was done. You might have just delineated it all.
Maybe
for
I
the
never.
common driveway. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
had
it
it all
was.
together.
It was way. I had it all together, but I don't
I don't
quite
think
remember.
I don't know if you ever officially filed or not. You know, that's a good question.
Hemlock Brook.
But anyway, so here, this just gives you a bigger overview. Here's
Uh-huh.
Hemlock Street, okay?
Yep.
Here's the common driveway.
Mhm.
This is the lot we're developing right now. And you can see the 100-foot and the 50-foot. So most of our work is outside the buffer zone, except for some grading.
Did you happen to get the DEP
No,
number?
not yet.
No, we didn't get that. That, and then when I went out to site, you know, we talked about it.
Yeah.
A lot of the stubs are just left.
My fault, I should have refreshed those flags, I forgot all about it. And then we're also going to have the surveyor state the construction limits and the erosion control line. So,
And we could do the
Okay.
well, so I could use that as a bearing
sure.
while he's out there. It's pretty close.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Everything else is fine.
So I'll get that done later this week, and then I'll just send you an email,
Yeah.
okay?
What's the width of the proposed asphalt driveway? You have it at 26 feet wide?
Oh, well, that's the house.
Oh.
So Mike just had a straight in.
That's a very large driveway.
There is a portion within the 50.
Yeah,
Is it?
we can.
That's
No,
within
the
the 100.
I mean, between the 50 and the 100, I
Correct.
meant to say.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes, it is a 26-foot wide driveway.
So see if
Yeah,
you
that
can
is pretty, that is
tweak
pretty, that is
since
pretty
you-
wide. I can tweak
Yeah.
that. That's Mike's design. I was just.
I mean, I understand why you'd want it the width of the garage when you get up to the garage, so you
Right.
can get into
Well,
both
the
bays.
doors are
but-
only going to be 20 feet, even if you have 2 doors centered. maybe 20 feet wide.
That's fine. I don't
Yeah,
know why
just
he
tweak
did this,
it
because a
all
lot
up.
of times we do narrow it down, so.
Yeah.
Right, as you get towards, well,
The
when you
street.
get towards the area we have
So you
jurisdiction of.
also have, your limit of disturbance, you're going to be lawning, right? So the whole
Uh,
back corner,
All right in here?
Yeah.
Yes, that'll all be lawn.
There's also a deck in there.
A deck, yeah.
Where's the 150, the 100 and the 50?
The 50's at the top.
Is that right where we were
It's-
pointing, where you were gonna do the lawning?
No,
Okay.
here's the 100, okay?
That's the 100.
So this part of the lawn right here is gonna be in the 100.
Mm-hmm.
And then this part over here is gonna be in the 100. Because everything right here is not in anything.
Did you come through for an RDA first? Or did you jump straight to the
Straight to the NOI.
Okay, just curious.
yeah, we have to have some control over that back lawn area too, because you're very close to the 50. And it's,
We're talking bushes and fence or something here again.
no,
There's a lot of mountain laurel out there. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes, I did.
Pretty thick.
so a couple of those. Is the name of the street Common Drive?
I don't think
Or
they
it
have a
doesn't
name
have
of
a
it.
name?
It
It's a
doesn't have a
driveway.
name.
Okay.
It's a big driveway. I'm assuming
So
the
it's a-
driveway would be paved as well.
It is.
If it isn't, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so actually it's kind of, those grinding sloops, she did that like
Regrind.
about 8 years ago, quite a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing within the 100 is part of the lawn in the back, is that what you're saying?
In the driveway in the front.
Yep, this is in the 100. And that's,
that.
that's in the
And
100.
that's associated with the drainage ditch.
You see the 100 on there, maybe?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's right
The
here.
drainage
Yeah,
ditch.
here.
So
Yes.
this is the piece of
Oh,
driveway they're
okay.
concerned with. And it's only because it's so wide, like it could be narrower,
Mhm.
especially coming through here. It could narrow up just past the turnaround.
And that front wetland is associated with that drainage dish on the road.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
that's coming off of.
And the actual wetland is where?
The one on the front of the road and way at the back, the green at the top.
Yeah, whereas the scale does not, it's there
Mm-hmm.
and there. And the house where, oh, this is not helping you. We're looking at this house.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the wetland all in their way backyard, and then this bit off of the
No,
street.
Yeah, right, along the drainage ditch, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
So I'm actually more concerned with the lawn bit.
Do you think it should be pulled off the 50? What do we have for the
We can't, we
extent
get a deck there too.
off the 50?
There's a deck
50
yonder.
to the limit?
And then this is the
What's
100.
the
The 100
spacing?
comes right to the
10
corner of the
feet.
house.
Feet.
Okay.
Okay.
And then this is the deck. What is the what?
I can
Probably
take,
8 feet.
I can move this.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if we could
Yeah.
just take that in a bit, that would be,
So are you
Appreciated.
saying hold 20 off of the 50-foot buffer? Because that'll allow for a little bit of creep if you.
and that'll allow for the deck. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Say that again?
that should be about 20.
We want 20
1
off
inch
the
equals
50, so we
1
want,
inch.
we want to
Yeah.
cut the lawn in so it's not like out to, because
You should
at
do
this
this,
point it comes
right?
very close to 50. So she draws like
You want
another
us to-
bring a
line
Want me to
here.
want me to bring one? You want one?
No,
I
one
think
inch,
that's-
1 inch
that looks
equals
like-
20.
yeah,
We're
that's
pretty
like your
good.
finger, your top.
Mike would be horrified.
I mean, it looks like 2/5 of
So,
the,
We won't tell him.
he'd have it in his
We'll-
pocket.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so,
have to get one of those. That sounds like fun.
yeah, so if they maintain that mountain
Yep.
laurel that's back there, and I think that.
That would be a sufficient
Yeah.
border.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
pretty fixed.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
And then we'll get
Again,
the
did we wanna
we'll get
narrow the
DEP
driveway,
number by
or-
then.
You're
Okay.
proposing to narrow the driveway to
Yep.
what, width?
15 feet.
15?
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
15 feet, and then I'm just gonna come up here, and then I'm gonna naturally, so it can accommodate both, and then a turnaround right
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
And then I'm gonna locate the well,
In the field.
In the
yep.
field along with the erosion control, and I'm gonna move this back 20 feet.
You have a,
Okay.
you have a settlement pond on that well?
No,
No, but I
slurry
will.
pit.
All right, I'll put that, that's gonna go in first, so, before we do any of this grading.
And the
So-
well line and
Yeah, that's right.
the well line.
Foundation drain.
The foundation
Yeah,
I've got a
foundation drain's
foundation
good,
drain.
Okay, good.
and then settling
And that makes
basin.
sense.
drain. Any sheds or anything?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Great,
Good? Okay.
Yeah.
then-
thank you. Let's see, October 15th at 7:15.
15 at
Do I hear a
7:15.
motion?
Move to continue the hearing
Okay.
to,
October 15th at 7:15.
Seconded.
Okay, motion been made and seconded. All those in favor? Oh,
aye. Oops.
wait. Hold it for a second. Anybody from the audience have any comments on this? It's public hearing. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
motion's been made, seconded.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Touch base with you later, Steve.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, next up, October 15th, 7:15 PM. Next item on the agenda, 7:15, public hearing continued, 15 Cobblestone Lane. Let's actually hold on that and take the request for a certificate of compliance. The motion will be to issue the certificate of compliance with no work being commenced on the property under that DEP number 1430856.
Because they had the existing.
There's an existing order,
Has to be
open,
closed out.
expired.
Yep.
So I need that motion to
So-
close it out, and then we can move to issue the
Do we need
other
two
one.
motions? Do we need to
We
close
need one
out and open?
motion to issue the certificate of compliance.
For them having done nothing,
Yes.
because that was compliant.
Yeah.
So we.
Yeah.
It is.
Sorry.
So I would make a motion to issue the certificate of compliance for the previous DEP, number 1430856.
Due to no work
Right.
commencing. Okay.
Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We get signed that tonight. All right.
No,
Welcome.
Continue, right?
Yes, the public hearing continued 15 Cobblestone Lane. Welcome. Your name?
Lindsay Emanuel,
Okay.
under the Wide Eye Family Trust.
So we do get a DEP number,
Okay.
no comments.
Okay, good. Were we waiting on any
I don't
other
think we're
questions?
waiting on
Just,
Too much, anything besides?
we were okay with the wetland being a little adjusted on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Administrative process on this.
Yeah.
What is this talking?
That is from the DEP. It's their response
number?
to the
Right.
project.
Is it
This is the
sign a number? Or does it
applicant. Yes, it does.
Somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, no comment.
Yeah, that's the important part of that.
I was just going to ask, where's the important part?
Yes, this one right here, the last line,
Appreciated.
yes. So I think that was it.
I think it was a procedurally that you had to.
Yeah.
Need to close the other one out.
So, anybody from the audience, as this is a public hearing? So, I don't know if we've been making these motions correctly, but, I think we have to close the public hearing
Yep.
and issue,
Well, you can close it
if I haven't
first
done it.
and then issue it. So technically, when you close a public hearing, then the clock starts, and the board has 21 days to render a decision. So you can do that tonight,
Yeah.
Okay.
or you can do it next meeting.
And then theoretically still continue it if we needed to.
Okay, we have been doing
Only
it.
at the applicant's request.
Okay.
So if the applicant says, listen, I'm not gonna allow you to continue it, you can close it, and then, but you don't have to make a decision now. You can wait and ponder it for 21 days.
Yeah, we have been
Or-
correctly closing the public hearings. I
Excellent.
just,
Or we could
tired
order
right now.
You can,
We could issue an
Well,
order, right?
well, you can vote on it. So
Yeah.
what usually happens is procedurally, you'll close the public hearing, and right after you close it, you vote on that, you'll vote on issuing the order of conditions. You can do that tonight.
Mhm.
And then after you make that issuance, either approve or deny it, then within 21 days, you want to sign it.
Mhm.
So sometimes we have it all set up so you close it, vote on it, and sign it all in one night.
As this one already had a DEP number.
Hmm.
But I just wanted to make sure that we make the right motion. So if somebody has a good motion to make,
I can make a motion, we close the public hearing.
okay?
And do
Motion's
this
been
piece by
made.
piece.
Oh, seconded, yes.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Any second motion?
Yes.
Make a motion, we issue an order of conditions for 15 Cobblestone Lane, the Widak Family Trust.
I think with our standard conditions.
Yeah.
Our standard
Mhm.
conditions.
I will second that.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. So we'll sign that tonight and you can pick it up. Please record the certificate of compliance first at the
Okay.
registry of
Once I,
deeds.
yeah, once I get that from Maria.
Yes,
and
but you'll
we-
have both
Sign.
documents, so just make sure you put the one on first.
The
That's
right one,
proper,
the,
yeah.
the right number.
Yeah.
And just give us a couple before you start.
Okay.
All right,
Sounds good, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Are we done?
Yes,
So I-
meeting minute?
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's just, we have an ANRAD for the next meeting for Wallam Lake Road, so it's a pretty large piece of property. And it was an ANRAD that was, it's a new, well, the ANRAD on the same piece of property was approved by the commission in 2004. This one's significantly different. They kind of did the same property, so I had them take the 2004 overlay on a new one.
Yes, okay.
So they'll be coming up at the next meeting. So typically, something like this, we originally had, because it's a unique, pretty tough site, we had
BSC,
BSC Group go out and as our consultants review it. That was probably 2004 when that
Mhm.
happened. So I'm requesting that we get a proposal from Art Allen to have him review it, and then have the applicant usually we have the ability in a large project like this where the applicant can pay for the expense of Art going out and
Yeah, the
reviewing
peer
it.
review
The peer review.
Mhm.
consultant, so.
What does the ANRAD actually do?
So the ANRAD is when you have a large project, and ANRAD is abbreviated notice of resource area delineation. So basically, on the plan that we just saw, you had the house, septic well, and the wetlands. Well, before they want to do any engineering design, they want to know where the constraints are. They want to know where the wetlands are. So people just come in and just flag the wetlands and just get the wetland resource areas approved only. So when they come back and design a road, a subdivision, a commercial building, or a house, they know the wetlands isn't going to change. So all the money and time they spend on engineering, sometimes what happens is they come in and do the engineering and then they find out, oh, your wetlands is off to 25, 50 feet. I gotta spend 30 grand redesigning everything.
Hmm.
So on large projects, it's better to come in and just get the wetlands approved. And then all that engineering, they know that constraint is pretty solid, because it's not gonna change. So, project like this, I don't know if they're gonna come in with this, they might do a solar farm, they might do a subdivision, they might do industrial park. Sometimes they like to have the wetlands approved first, and that's what this is for.
The official definition of an ANRAD is to provide a procedure for an applicant to confirm the delineation of the BVW. So, exactly what you said.
Abbreviated notice of resource area delineation.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. So you're gonna request a quote and send it to the applicant,
Yeah,
and then will they,
it's a pretty big discrepancy on
yeah.
what was approved by the commission, and wetlands shouldn't really change that much.
From 2004 to 2018. Yeah.
We also received something today in the mail that is not on your agenda for a notice of intent to sell.
Bummer.
So 61 request. It is Maple Street, Douglas, Lucier.
Oh, Susan?
Yes.
Oh. You
They,
have the address?
yes, 296 U Street. 4+ acres that need to be converted for residential use. So I don't know if you're familiar with the tax relief for 61A,
There we
61B.
I am.
And then they need to request it to be, we've done multiple
We've done
of
a lot,
these.
Yeah.
They have to request it, so we either say that we will not exercise our rights for first refusal, or we would make a recommendation. The premises is being sold for $75,000, so we can purchase it as a commission if it's a sensitive area. If, let's just say it was $7,000 for the 4 acres.
Right.
Things like
You put it in
that.
a park.
Yeah.
So here it is on the screen,
The yellow one.
the other one, yeah.
Is that 4 acres or is this a portion of the 4? Oh, okay. There was a,
Does this go through open space in parallel with us or before or after?
open space, parallel.
Okay.
Well, everyone. I mean, they're taking it out of, right of first refusal.
Yeah.
So everyone, all the boards, just give, recommendations to the selectmen.
Right. I
That's it.
didn't know if it was waited for one and then you did the other.
Well, I think they have,
it.
they have so much time to get, answers from all the boards.
Okay.
And if the board doesn't comment, then
So you guys know where the property is. Are we interested in purchasing it for $75,000?
Did you confirm whether or not it was a not that I really understand, whether it was a subset of a larger plot?
That, what's the square
Well-
footage on that one? 8. It looks
well,
like
it says,
this.
this
Yep.
is 2 acres, the one I have highlighted.
So they're taking 4 out.
Let's see, we have a,
It looks larger. on
Is
the-
Assessor's Map 194, Block 18.
19418.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she lives there. That
So
might be
there's
her
a
house.
194 dash 18.
There you
Other side of the street.
go. Sorry.
Oh,
about
okay.
Sorry
Is,
about
and I was
that.
gonna say, this square looks different from the other
So
square.
this is, yeah, because that was off of U Street. All right.
So
that. It says Maple.
that's the entire
Maple
lot
So
they're
this is
taking
Maple,
out.
and this is what is this right?
And based on, the vague quality of this map,
Small
there are
one.
3 existing houses off to the right. And it looks like the next 5 lots to the left or just look like they
This
could
is
be.
this
or
is
meant to be.
this is right
Here's
now.
one.
Houses are on the lot, or?
So this is the
Abutting
house
lot?
where they want to put, so this is right now, it's open space, they want to turn it into residential.
Mhm.
It can't just be 4 acres though, you have to have 5+ to have open space.
You know where this is next to? This is right next to where the tornado hit.
Oh, it's funny.
The people damaged.
Remember they were over
Right.
here?
Yep. So, the yellow lot is the portion they're taking,
Well, that's the one
Out
you gave me.
of.
like
Yes.
there had to have been, my understanding of chapter 61A is it has to be at least 5 acres for
This is a
recreational.
portion of intent to sell 4+
Mm.
acres.
This whole lot.
So there is probably,
There's some issues. Well, there was issues over that one. The
I mean-
frontage. This whole lot went round and round at one time with planning board.
Really? I mean, like I said, I'm just making sure, I guess this is open space's job, but like, do they still have open space or is it?
it's categorized as 61A. So
Right.
forest, not
So it
open
should have been-
space.
Oh, okay.
The open space, I'm not sure what you're talking about, open space.
I thought for woodlot management. if
Yeah,
it's
61A,
forestry,
61B. Well, it's forestry. Yeah.
Right, so I thought you had to have 10 for that.
No.
Nope,
I'm not
okay.
sure. Or 5. I thought it might be 5. 10 might be agricultural.
10's agricultural.
But
okay.
she's got a bunch of properties all together
Yep,
that she owns,
okay.
totaling probably 25 acres.
Okay,
So she's taking a portion of one of the parcels of land that she owns out,
Okay.
4+ acres. So, and now it's down to 21 acres, let's just say,
Yeah. So
as a total. So
Yep.
they just take that portion.
no, I was just
I
making,
believe she owns like here, and then she owns here,
okay, so that probably makes up the room.
and then she owns here. She owns this one. So she owns from Maple to you.
Okay,
I believe. Unless she might have sold one to Pete Petro at one time, I'm not sure, but
Is it, how is it zoned? Is it zoned open space?
agricultural.
Right.
There's no-
It's RA.
Well, there's a,
But there's a pretty big swamp in the middle of it. I mean, I don't think it's on this property, but
So the.
that was logged. This whole area was logged a couple of years ago. You can see it.
Yep.
The issue is the frontage. That went round and round. They'll have to go round and round again.
Yeah,
Just
so I'll entertain a motion. We have to, report back on our thoughts for exercising the first right of refusal.
Yeah.
we should recommend,
To
is
not.
this a motion you need?
Yes.
Yeah.
I move we recommend to the selectmen to not exercise our right of first, whatever it is.
Refusal.
Refusal.
Seconded.
In regards to the Maple Street Douglas Susan Lucier property.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, all those, motions been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So I have to tell Maria about that,
Okay.
please. All right. Steve, did you have anything else
No.
before do we want to delve into any of the meeting minutes?
Yeah.
No, we had,
They've got August 6th here,
mm-hmm,
and I swear, we approved this with some modifications in our September meeting. But
I
I don't have any piece of
remember
paper to
this
prove it.
too in my, yeah, no, I also have that same memory.
Yeah.
This
So-
is all the evidence I could grant you.
Maria can take it off the list. It's already
Okay.
been approved, it was
All right.
approved.
and we don't have,
As modified.
we don't have the September 17th, right?
No, we do not.
Okay, so we just have August 20th.
Mhm.
Okay, Mike?
Comment on August 20th. 2 comments.
Okay,
Under attendance, Katie Grace should be one word, but I think
Yep,
by next time she'll do that.
okay.
Number 2, is 7 o'clock, public meeting. This is just, I don't know, meaningless maybe, but the fourth sentence refers to Wallace Road, W-A-L-L-A-C-E. Is that the proper name, or should it be Wallace as in Wallace Lumber? W-A-L-L-I-S.
Oh, for Wallace Road?
Yeah.
yes,
Right, it's the-
W-E-L-L-I-S.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Good job.
we should change Wallace
To Wallace.
A-C-E to Wallace L-L-I-S.
good catch.
That's all I saw.
Did they call you for the 121 Maple Street? They must be all complete over there.
They haven't
With
called
the
me
tree?
yet. No.
Okay, could
I
you,
think-
Yeah, I'm gonna go
give
by
them a
that.
phone call, oh, yeah, or a visit?
So do we want to approve the minutes with comments? Or are you okay with those?
You good?
Yeah, I think it's interesting, we don't know who the other gentleman who accompanied Jason Alexander was, but it's fine, it doesn't, we don't need them.
He was-
It was a,
He's the guy on Seinfeld, wasn't he?
Jerry
Jason
Seinfeld.
Alexander?
Yeah.
Good enough?
Norm. His name was Norm something. Norman?
Norm, no. Jerry.
We could possibly look at the sign-in list.
I mean, we could, but do we need them? I just think it's odd, because usually we name people.
Yeah.
Well, we make them name themselves, but,
Yeah.
but I don't think we needed to know who it was. It was just the contractor that built the deck, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you, by the way?
Ah, 7:45,
What do you think?
Alexander Jason.
Yeah,
A
that's-
gentleman's
Mr.
fine.
Alexander and
Yeah,
another
gentleman's
gentleman
fine.
joined the
Okay.
meeting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if we needed to know who built the deck. If we don't, then I don't care.
Okay.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes as amended
Of August 20th.
for August 20, 2018.
Second it.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Steve, anything else?
No.
To entertain a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn, yeah.
Okay,
I move adjourn.
motion is made,
I will second it.
seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Oh,
Uh-oh.